Welcome back guys to a brand new video from Harry's Transport Diaries. Today we are in Carlisle in Cumbria and we're going to be taking an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino all the way down to Crewe. The journey time today is an hour and 48 minutes, so without further ado let's get straight into the video. As we walk into the station itself, we see a WH Smith's located on the right hand side and the ticket office is on our left. Carlisle also has some other eateries. They're just bit smaller, couple of stands. There was a pie one on our left which I'm about to show you now. So yeah, as we walk into the magnificent station concourse, it's not long before our Avanti Class 390 service pulls in on a service to London Euston via Birmingham International and Birmingham New Street. As we can see, our Avanti West Coast service is pulling in now, but before we get on, can I ask every single one of you to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as 80% of you are not subscribed. I mentioned before, our service is the 1312 service down from Glasgow Central to London Euston via Birmingham International. For all you train enthusiasts out there, this is 390-039 running 9M55. Before I even got on board, I was fully aware that this service would be busy, and that it was. You'll see in a minute, I wasn't really able to film getting onto the service as it was that busy, but there was luggage all in the gangways, as you can see here. And yeah, I finally got to my seat and we were in a window seat, a rear-facing window seat, but we depart Carlisle on time as we make our voyage down towards Crewe.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, calling at Lancaster, Preston, Wigan North Western, Warrington Bank Quay, Crewe, Stafford, Wolverhampton, Sandwell and Dudley, Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Shortly after departing Carlisle, you can see the line diverges off to the left, and that takes services down towards Newcastle and the northeast, including Whitby, which we have just done on the channel. It was last week's video. It took us nearly 5 hours on a Class 156 Northern service. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch. Shortly after we left Carlisle, I did see some Caledonian Mark III coaches, as well as some old HST East Midlands Trains Mark III coaches as well. But it's always hard to film with a rear-facing seat. But before we hit the Lake District and some of the amazing views, I just thought I'd show you on the Avanti services, the refurbished Avanti services, you do get a plug socket in the back of the seat in front of you, as well as a USB charging port, which I always thought was nice. And I'll leave you with some of these incredible views as we head towards Lancaster, which is 40 minutes away from Carlisle, and our next station stop on this journey. after what felt like no time at all, we are on our approach into Lancaster, and the weather did start to take a turn from this point. Not many people got off at Lancaster, but a lot of people got on, so the service was even busier with people stood in the gangways. But what can you expect on Avanti on a Monday?
Good afternoon everyone, it's your train manager speaking. Just to let you know we are now pulling in to Lancaster. So this stop now is Lancaster. Thank you.
We managed to depart Lancaster bang on time, which was really fortunate due to the fact that when I got to Crewe, major disruption hit due to flooding on the line. It wasn't really on the Avanti lines, it was to do with Transport for Wales, which was my connection down to Shrewsbury. And in fact, it's where I'm editing this video, so if you do hear any train related noises, that is why, and there might be a little hint as to our next video on the channel. But our next station stop is Preston.
Good afternoon everyone, it's your train manager speaking. Just to let you know we are now on the approach to Preston. So next stop now is Preston. Thank you.
So guys, welcome to the Lancashire city of Preston, where we arrive next to a on-test, unbranded Avanti Class 805. This particular 805 in question is 805002, and it was doing test runs between Preston and Warrington Bank Quay, I do believe. After we depart Preston, the calling points start coming thick and fast, with Wigan, Northwestern being our next calling point, and the one after will be Warrington Bank Quay. So as we approach into Wigan, see if you can spot the Wigan Woolgate station.
Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry.
Liverpool, change you at Wigan and make your way around to platform number 6. So you should be arriving at Wigan.
London Euston, calling at Warrington Bank Quay, Crewe, Stafford, Wolverhampton, Sandwell and Dudley, Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
With the departure from Warrington Bank Quay, this marks the start of the end of our journey, with the next calling point being Crewe. And unfortunately I was not on the side of the Crewe Train Heritage Centre, so there's no interesting trains to see for us in this video, which is really annoying. All we do see is the lines heading up towards Manchester, but as I mentioned before, there were significant delays due to flooding on the line. So yeah, got to give Avanti credit, this service was on time and it was comfortable, but I know Avanti are infamous for major delays and poor services. So if you have had a poor service on Avanti, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm sure someone would have had one worse than yours. So let's see us when we get into Crewe. We are on the final approach into Crewe now. I do cut the recording a bit short as I had to get up for the train and the gangways were full of people getting off here at Crewe, which did surprise me, to be honest, as I know it, but I do know it's a major interchange. So if you have enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll leave you with our Class 390 leaving bound for London Euston via Birmingham New Street.